Merry December, everybody, and welcome to Snack Tube. Today I've got a wee Christmassy item for you to try. That's right, we're into December, so all of December I'm going to be trying Christmassy items, all the crazy stuff they put on the shelf in the middle of October. So today, from Asda, I've got their Asda Extra Special Beef and Red Wine Gravy Flavour Hand-Cooked Crisps. They have a rich and meaty flavour apparently, and they're made with British potatoes. Yes, indeedy. So been to Asda, got some random stuff. I got a lot of their own brand stuff to try, and yeah, so far it's been quite nice. I had a nougat the other day, or nougat. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it was very tasty. I actually very much enjoyed it. So I'm hoping that these extra special crisps will be nice, because to be honest, I don't have the best opinion of Asda in general. I think their produce, especially, the quality of it has gone right downhill over the last few years, but that's probably partially due to Brexit, you know. Brexit. Anyway, let's talk about crisps. So, yes, who doesn't like a roast beef at Christmas? Love it. I think, yeah, it's probably one of my favourite things to have for a Christmas dinner, is a roast beef. I think that would be, like, number 2 on my list. Number 1 would be steak pie, which again is beef, but in pie form. Much more delicious than just beef on its own. But not traditional steak pie, not traditional. Turkey's traditional, beef, pork, lamb, for some people. But yeah, we used to always have steak pie on Christmas. I guess my parents just like steak pie. To be honest, I love steak pie anyway. Steak pie is an any time of the day, any day of the year, all year round treat. So it is. Steak pie is delicious. Anyway, enough with the steak pie talk. So this is beef and red wine gravy flavoured hand-cooked crisps. Red wine gravy, not so sure about. I'm not a big fan of wine. I'm not sure about wines when they have gravy through them. I prefer just normal meat gravy with maybe vegetables like onions to, you know, flavour it out. But I'm just curious to see if they actually managed to pull out the red wine flavour in these bad boys. So let's read a little bit about them. It says they are cooked by hand for the perfect crunch. Our beef and red wine gravy flavour crisps are made with British potatoes and seasoned for a rich and satisfying flavour. Well, I'll be the judge of that. This is what we're passionate about. This is extra special. So, full description is hand-cooked beef and red wine gravy flavour potato crisps. There's your ingredients there if you want to give them a wee look. But as far as allergens go, doesn't appear to be any. So yeah, go for it. I doubt they're vegan or vegetarian. Let me see. I'm not seeing a V or anything on here. They have yeast extract, black pepper, Aberdeen Angus beef extract. So yeah, they're not vegan or vegetarian. Yeah, you know, 150 gram pack of crisps. 150 grams is okay for a packet of crisps. These weren't too expensive either. You know, it's Asda's own, even though it's extra special, they're still not that expensive. Let's go through the nutritional information. So per a sixth of a pack, which would be 25 grams, that's about a normal portion. You've got 123 calories, 6.7 grams of fat, 0.6 grams of which is saturates, 13 grams of carbs, less than 0.5 grams of which is sugar, 1.3 grams of fibre, 2.1 grams of protein, and 0.28 grams of salt. So nothing out of the ordinary there, pretty straightforward. You can see it on there, the fat is red, the saturates and the salt are yellow, and then the sugars are green. So not too bad, just what you'd pretty much expect from any crisps. Alright, let's bust these bad boys open. I want to taste them. Let's give them the sniff test first of all. These are flat crisps. I don't know why, but in my head I had them as can't think of the word now. That's just fallen right out of my head. Corrugated, ridged, whatever the word is. I don't know why that's completely left my brain. Corrugated crisps. That's a weird word to use. I figured they'd be like that, but they're not. They're just normal flat crisps. Let's give them a smell. They definitely smell beefy. They smell like that fake sort of beefy smell you get when they use like yeast extract to make a beef flavour. There is real beef in this though. Don't know if I can really smell the red wine. But let's see if we can taste it. So these are beef and red wine gravy flavour hand-cooked crisps from Asda Extra Special. Let's give them the old taste test, shall we? There they are there. My mouth's a little dry. I think I need a little bit of lubrication. I realise saying that sentence now, that sounds quite disgusting. But yeah, that's better. Right. You need moisture in your mouth. It's what carries the flavours. Okay, we'll start with the texture because that's the simplest thing. Good texture. I quite like them. They're crunchy. They're really nice. Decent, slight bit of thickness to them, so that they're sort of a little bit thicker than a Walker's, but not too much thicker. They're done in a way that they get some nice bubbles, which adds that nice little bit of crispy crunchiness to them, which is good. They're a little bit greasy. Yeah, good standard of crisp, good standard of texture. Crisp, so can't complain about that. Now on to the flavour. Yeah, they're a bit bland. They are a bit bland. It's meant to have a rich and meaty flavour. Meaty, sure. It does taste beefy. It's quite a generic beef flavour, I have to say. But it's not that strong a flavour either. Yeah, they've definitely got a beefiness to them, but they're not nearly as beefy as they should be. I mean, if you think about like real McCoys, those are incredibly beefy, like really flavorful. These don't even come close. I mean, I feel like a packet of beef and onion Walkers would have more flavor than these. There's meant to be red wine in there as well. And maybe it's in there, maybe it isn't. It's supposed to be in there, but I can't taste it. I think the flavour in general is so low that you just, if you're trying to pick out anything like the red wine or the subtlety of anything like that, there's not enough flavour for you to really find it. Yeah, quite disappointing, have to say. So while the texture of the crisps is great, you know, the actual crisps themselves are lovely, the flavour lacks everything. You know, there's not enough of it. It lacks depth. It really is quite just a generic sort of beef flavour. There's nothing special about it. I think there's much better beef flavoured crisps on the market. And yeah, the whole red wine thing, I'm not seeing it. I'm not tasting it. I don't know where that's meant to be, but I mean, it says on the ingredients that it's got Aberdeen Angus beef extract and red wine extract powder in it, but the flavour's so subtle that I'm not tasting any of it. So yeah, disappointing on that. Pretty boring. I mean, I'll eat them because they're okay, but nothing special. I wouldn't bother with them again. Well, that'll do for today. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the wee bell to get notifications anytime a new video comes out. And of course, let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see next. We're rolling up to Christmas. Christmas is a-coming. And yeah, I'm still trying to think of what I want to do for the Christmas Day special. We do one every year, a wee Christmas special. So if you've got any ideas, if there's anything special you'd like to see me do on Christmas Day. Let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do, make a decision, and we'll go with it. But for now, this will do me, and I hope you all have yourselves a lovely day. Take care.